gaming. This game has such a good soundtrack, like, just genuinely. One of, if not my favorite parts of the entire game is just purely and entirely the soundtrack. So anyway, that said, I forget exactly where we were at. Although, looking at things, Jubilana is gone. He's actually at the second location. Which is where I tried to get to her before. I have been awake for centuries. Brother, me too. I think my wife and I have had plans literally every single weekend for like 8 weeks straight. Maybe not 8, maybe 7 weeks straight. Not quite 8. But a really long time. And then this weekend, we had free. So of course that means we get to actually catch up on all the things around the house that need to be done. Because life doesn't stop. That actually worked surprisingly well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's more. There's more. Do I get a discount for that? Anyway, catching up with all the things over the weekend was great, except we did oil changes on both of our cars. And mine went wrong. And the oil filter wasn't tight enough. And also we overfilled it with oil. And the combination of those two things, it made for a very bad combination when we were on the highway the next day. Car is fixed now, but it took like 4 hours on Saturday doing all of the things to actually change the oil in the first place. And then it took another like 4 hours on Sunday to fix the oil being not good. Ah. Oh shit. Man, there's a bunch here. I knew I was missing a craft medal, so why don't we go on ahead and grab that. And I guess I could have grabbed the coral command. I have any... I do. Go get a little more rosary so I can buy that relic. Is that the... No, I'm missing one. I think that one more is at Grindle, though. Aw. Got caught in it. Okay, so that's a lot more efficient. Forgive? Oh, with a funny anything? I'll go check that in a second. Okay, and if I remember correctly... Yeah, we have the Wailing Mother. So I guess we just go do that. I need a bunch of rosaries anyway, so I do think that it would behoove us to go through the actual routing instead of taking fast travel. Especially to get some more of these, because they drop so many rosaries. Aw, he countered me. I'll look at the funny anything once we actually get to the slab. No, I can't get kidnapped. This is like right before Act 3. I think you've got the playthroughs mixed up. My wife just asked from the other room if I was gonna get kidnapped. It's hard to get kidnapped when you've already killed most of the people in the slab. That's fine. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. I needed to go down there anyway. Whatever. I think this way takes me through more enemies. Damn. Bunch of lost rows. This way to slab, this way to slab. 4 missed swings in a row! Oh, we don't talk about that Doom Eternal moment in the DLC. Unless I talk about it, because I can break the rules. They're my rules, I made them to break. But only I can break them. Because this is not a democracy, this is a dictator. That's cool. I forgot that you could actually hear the, like, broodmother wailing. Yeah. 8 misses on a stationary target while I also was not moving. Where is... First of all, I do think that I should bench. Just in case. What up, Axie? How you doing? Oh, there's another bench right here. It's actually kind of sick. Well, this is going to be a bad day for talking, apparently. I did, in fact, manifest my inner stormtrooper. Could we not? Tired, but good, which is my general answer to the question of how am I doing. I actually forget the like strat for this boss. Well, whatever it is, I'll tell you, it's not that. It's not whatever I'm doing right now. I guess I probably didn't have to jump there. Oh, you Reaper's Crest user in chat? Let's go. I feel like nobody in like the higher levels of Silksong use Reaper's Crest. No! Let me out! Let me out! Uh-oh. No! Oh, I should have known she would have done that! Whoa! Oh gosh. That's it. There it was. Better red tool for this? Plasmium vial? Maybe flint slate to get better hits, but that requires I land my hits. And that's never a guarantee. As you'll quickly learn. At 4 hours of sleep when we stay forcing ourselves awake. Been there. So real. Got them 100% with Reapers. Reapers only, apart from the true final boss on Silksong. Really? No Reaper's Crest for final boss? I mean, I guess Silksong you end up kind of playing by different rules, so maybe that's better for Silksong anyway. But personally speaking, no. Personally speaking, I beat the whole game pretty much entirely with just Reapers on my first playthrough. And I'm planning on doing it again. Minus Twisted Child. Could we not? Could we not? Could we not? You. I'm gonna take that to heal. Nice. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, the animation took too long. Damn. I don't know if I ever figured out how to dodge that. Well, if I did, it wasn't like that. I guess that works. No. Oh, I got one heal off. I guess I'll take that. Damn. That sucks. Gosh. I just feel like I can't dodge that. She's coming. Nice. Okay. Nice. Second attempt? Third attempt? Which one was that one? What up, Holly? Welcome in. Oh, I actually have to pick something up. That's right. Reaper's whole gimmick is the fact that it's a jack of all trades. The second you get into competitive play, most of the other dedicated builds wipe the floor time-wise. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I see a lot of people doing crazy shit with... Or not, this is Reaper. With Beast. People do some really, really nut... I just don't even... I got a text from our landlady, and it distracted me. Oh, I did for gore. Okay, well, let's not for gore. Let's not for gore. Oh yeah, our AC was broken. We had a Freon leak. That is really funny. That is really funny. She's great. She's so great. You literally could. Look. Is that... Oh my gosh, that's not, Ultra Kill. Is that Ultra Kill Supreme? That's fucking hilarious. That is absolutely fucking hysterical. That's great. Least favorite boss? Honestly? Oh, what is least favorite boss for me? Oh. Goodness. I mean, Savage Beastfly 2 kind of sucks. It's Ultra Kill? That's... It's nice and cool. That's great, honey. Well done. Good work. Yep. You know, I came this way specifically to get money from these guys, and then I forgot that they were here. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. We got there, though. We win these. Oh. Savage Beastfly 2 is pretty bad. I'm trying to even think of like other bad bosses. Oh no, I know which one's my least favorite. The Unraveled. The Unraveled sucks. Not because it's like a bad boss or a bad design. I just suck at the Unraveled. I almost had that. And that's why we stand Reaper. That's why we do it. Yeah, Meta Crest are definitely Beast Crest and then Mage? Shaman? It's gotta be Shaman. My problem with Shaman is that the, like, Silk generation is so hard to maintain. It's hard to get the Silk to get spells when not generating Silk. You know what I mean? Do I actually have to talk to this guy to make him leave? Architect Cheese took my fear of losing hours and hours off my shoulder. Couldn't help anxiety. That is actually a super fair and valid. I won't even lie. That's super valid, and that's super unfortunate. I didn't like it. Come on. You've beaten Subnautica 2. First playthrough was 22 hours. Yeah, please give spoiler-free opinions. I'll say spoiler-free for rest of chat. I don't really care about spoilers for the current state of early access. When it starts getting a little bit further, I'll probably care more about no spoilers, but for right now, I am perfectly content with a little bit of spoiler. Unlike when I play Factorio. He cringed. Let's get the Silk Spool. W. There we go, we got that. Rosary necklace. Do we get to talk to you about Act 3 now? Oh. What else do I have to do? I already beat Grim of Silk. Okay, well, let's see if we can get a time passes elsewhere to happen. That's Coral Chambers, not Grand Bellway. Bah. Pretty sure. Oh no, we already read that one. Never mind. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so I'm caught up. Did I like it? Well, to answer your question, the first thing I wanted to do after beat it was study the enemies so that I could beat the game hitless. Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's good, okay. Wipes the floor with not just below zero, but the first game too. Better than the first game is a hell of a claim, especially in early access. Nothing for me to buy from you. None of those to get. I've heard the sentiment that it beats out below zero, which I'm very happy about, actually. I am missing... Oh. I am missing one... Can't even remember what they're called. Memory lockets. Time to pull out the Hollow Knight wiki. Not gonna lie, I have no idea what Nick is talking about. I don't think I've ever heard U.S. Dirk Gently adaptation. Do not know what that is. Hmm. I wonder if we're missing the Farfields one purchased from Mort. We very well may be missing that one, because I know for a fact that I haven't bought one. So let's go find that one. Like it is absolutely... So much fucking fun. The first game has my heart, but I would be lying. I broke that. I guess not. Yep, nope, I did not buy the memory locket from Mort. I'm not ignoring you, I've made that joke before. I'm gonna buy the tool pouch too while we're here. Okay, so now I can go back down the Bellway. And we can go to get the Silksong. And we never have to go back there again. First game has my heart, but I would be lying if I said I could ever play the first game again without a dash. I've seen the dash. The dash looks pretty cool, but I also know you have to pick the biome. I remember being in a voice chat, him playing the game, going to bed, waking up like 9 hours later, and seeing that Supreme was still in the voice chat, still playing Subnautica 2. Only to leave and come back 2 hours later and he was still there. I think he likes the game. I think like is definitely an understatement. Given that context. Holy shit, Supreme. Everything in Subnautica 2 is just so intentional and well done. The horror and the atmosphere that I came for is immaculate and on par with the first. In the base game, a lot of enemies were the same or just kind of charged at you. That's true. Tell me the difference between stalkers, bone sharks, river flowers, and lava lizards. Other than that's true. There's no difference between those ones, except stalkers also give you stalker teeth. That's it though. You're missing out on Peak. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is a Douglas Adams adaptation of a surrealist comedy detective drama. Huh. That actually might be worth a shot. Yeah.
That's fine.
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. There's a US adaptation apparently. Okay. Well, maybe we'll give that a shot then. In Subnautica 2, every enemy has something unique. Some counterplays, some sort of intrigues to learn. I want to beat the game hitless because everything is so skill-based. Everything can be dealt with hitless. Cool. Okay, so that's Eva. Done and dealt with. And at this point, I can't really think of anything else for us to do. So I'm hoping that we have fulfilled the time passes elsewhere requirement, and we can go back and get the Silken Soul wish from Shaman. Let's go find out. It is a little bit annoying having to go back all the time. What am I doing? I went back to Bellheart. I need... Go away. So that definitely doesn't help. Well, thank you for the link. We will be sure to check that out. Apparently, at least an episode is on YouTube. There's like a season 1 playlist, so... Yeah, we'll check it out, why not? Wait? What else am I missing? What have I not done? I feel like I've done everything. I might not have enough points because I haven't done 25 possible quest points, 22 points from normal wishes, 3 points from 6 deliveries, which only give points the first time they're... I need 17 or more quest points. Oh my gosh, I have to get the Bellhome key. Have the Bellhome key. So required wishes, Flexile Spines we did, Bone Bottom Repairs, obviously. Life-Saving Bridge, done. Crawbug we've done. Building up Songclave we've done. Strengthening Songclave we've done. Restoration of Bellheart we've done. Bellheart's Glory we've done, because anywhere. Trail's End and Balm for the Wounded, we're all done. We have Fey Down Cloak. I think we can get the Bellhome. I just don't think that we've ever talked to the owner of the Bellheart guy ever since we finished all the quests, which is yet to end. Oh, we also have to move the flea caravan to... Let's actually go do that. Heesh moving. Hello. Can you move on?
Benifray.
Humta Osh Barishkava
Cadestre.
Goodbye. Both seasons, but try the first one to see if you vibe. Not spoiling the latest chapter of JoJo Lance. I'm glad I haven't. No problem. Okay, so that wasn't a comment for... Eh. Okay, now to Bellheart. Game is so much snappier. Really snappier. Everything is fast, demanding. It asks much of your planning and skill. You have to move fast and think fast. And every single mistake is felt. In a lot of ways, I feel like that's a good thing. in some ways, I really liked how laid back Subnautica was at times. You had moments that you had to be quick.
Da, fenestra.
Luminarat. Modella. Modella.
Do I already have the bell home? No, because it's not here. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Pavo gives the Bellhome key to Hornet after completing Bellheart's Glory and 2 of the following wishes. Silver Bells, Missing Courier, Missing Brother. We've done all 3 of those, and Savage Beastfly. What? What? So... why can't I? Any ideas?
Modella.
I am very confused. Silver Bells, Missing Courier, Missing Brother, Savage Beastfly. Wait, where are all of the Bellheart donation ones? Oh, I'm very confused. I don't know what the problem is here. And I guess we can take Queen's Egg. This is so odd. Huh? I am very confused. If anybody has any sort of insight, it would be much appreciated. Brain empty. Head empty, no thoughts. I know what to do, but I won't tell you, asshole. It's not even necessarily that I'm locking in, I just don't know what to do. I'm thinking. I could have gotten those rosaries. Oh well. Well, I keep thinking. If you ever take damage, it's because you messed up. You missed time to dash, or a parry. There's parries? What? Forgotten enemy, or overextended. Anything else, huh? Levels of fun. I never felt playing the original as just exhilarating. I mean, it is like 11 years after Subnautica happened. You know, AI and programming has gotten a lot better. And by AI, I don't mean like large language models. I mean like the creature AI. The way that they can be modeled is way better. Some hours I am Roxy. Some hours I am Constipation Central. Some days I'm Harriet, and other days I am a Chud daughter. Who even am I anymore? I don't know how to respond to that, honestly. Existential crises in chat was on a lot of people's bingo cards. It's just usually the streamer that's having the existential crisis, not the chat. You'll bounce back. I don't know what to do, but I will reassure you that you're doing great. Thanks. Haven't played Subnautica in 20 years. That's impressive, given that it came out 10 years ago. Did not play that other Subnautica 2. I don't know the name. Subnautica, 2 subs too much. Subnautica, too much water. By all accounts, I feel like the quest should just work. Or not the quest, rather. The, I should just get the key, right?
Modella.
I don't understand. Hey, assholes, wake up. I have a job. Fine.
Buenera.
Computer, aim my ship to the sky. We're turning Subnautica into Space Nautica. You know, I thought it, but I had the wherewithal not to say it. I have a second thing covering OBS, so I don't even know if that got picked up, but I'm not repeating it. It's up to my wife if she repeats what she said loud enough for the mic to pick it up if it didn't already, but I think it's probably not gonna happen. Oh, now we're gaslighting.
That's not.
Gaslighting's
Stop looking.
gaslighting's not real. Hey chat, did you guys hear the joke about gaslighting? It's really funny. Have you guys heard it? Oh, I ran into the wall because I stopped paying attention. Yeah? Oh my gosh. Somebody who's actually heard the joke about gaslighting. That's crazy. Now, there's a heat-seeking rat in... I don't think you have. Wow. What a subversion. No. But you have. Yes, you have. You have. heard the gaslighting joke, Roxy. Obviously. I think you're lying. You should be.
Why do you do? No, it's all you, right?
It's all in my head.
It's weak.
The
But me
chat doesn't
anyway.
exist. They're all just me on different accounts.
Me offended?
That heat-seeking rat almost got me. Money. To finance my greed. Anything that held below 0 back has been removed. It's the total opposite. Below 0 traded its roots for something else and failed. 2 keeps those roots and then innovates it. That actually does sound sick. I worry about the tree. I know the tree plays some sort of a role in the story that hasn't really been explored yet in early access. So I worry that the tree is going to end up being some sort of like a land portion, and they're going to pull a BZ on us again with like the Arctic, and the frostworm, how they're called. Chat's not real, we're just the angels and devils on your shoulders. Mostly devils, I think. I'm so confused. Bellheart's Glory. Haven't we done Heart's Glory? These are all the, like, necessary. So why weren't these showing up before? How many more donations are there required here? Restoration of Bellheart, and then, okay, so it's just that and Bellheart's Glory. Unfortunately, that costs 400 rosaries, which I just don't have right now. I mean... the best place to farm rosaries is the Citadel. So I guess we're going back to the Citadel until we have 400 rosary. It'll count as a time pass elsewhere to bring us back here. Aw, nuts. I got a message back about a job. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, this is a different one. Okay, well. I got a follow-up for a job today that I responded to with more information. I thought they were responding back to me now saying that they're gonna go with others. I'm like, man, I spent like an hour working on responses to your screening. You're gonna reject me? Like, hey, we liked your resume, so we want more information. Hey, thanks for the information. We're gonna explore other candidates. The thing is that fighting those guys is really only profitable if you don't get grabbed. Anyways, back up to the big guys. Because the big guys are quick, they're easy, and lots of room. And there's benches on either side of the entire place. I avoided spoilers because I need... Oh, you need my first-hand reaction to some of the shit. Well, it's a good thing I've been having light spoilers. I haven't been, like, diving into everything that I possibly can. Hand holding? Nah, fucker, here's a ping. Go down into the abyss. What's down there? I don't know, you figure it out. I'm just giving you a direction to go in. See, that's exactly what the first game did. And then Below Zero was like, you're gonna go here and do this. And then you went there and did that. And then it said, okay, great, now you're gonna go here and do this. And then you went there and did that. And that's about it. The only thing that was different from that, like, general gameplay loop in Below Zero was the, like, module inside of the crashed ship. Everything else was go here, do this. That was the only one that, like, told you about where to get the module. Okay, so we have 400, but... we'll go back now. We'll get more rosaries. There was a moment where the game so thoroughly terrified me, I saw something flicker in the darkness, and I panic closed the game. Well, at least you didn't Alt F4. Or I hope you didn't Alt F4. Because I've done that before when I was scared. I was like, nope, 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 that's it, I'm done. Nope, Alt F4, I'm out. What? Okay, I need a minute here, she's showing me cute dogs. Okay, so that was a really cute video. Yeah, I know. Me too. That was a really cute video of a baby and a dog, and it was the story like 7 years from the kid being born to like 7.5 years later. And what my wife didn't know before showing me this video was that at the end of the video the dog dies. So it was a really cute video of just baby and dog cuddling, and then toddler and dog cuddling, and like little happy taps, little happy claps, little kid and dog things and all this shit, and then the dog dies. It's bad. Anyway, I missed a bunch, but good night, Harriet. Go take a nap. Enjoy nap. Go take a nap. Oh. Wow. It just gives you pings to guide you to new biomes. Hey, you haven't progressed in a minute. Maybe you should do that. That's kind of what Subnautica did. It was like, hey, you should check out this life pod. After a little while. Yeah, hold Subnautica very dear. I, more than anyone, was extremely skeptical. Yes. Genuinely can't believe after everything they've cooked this hard and they proved no fluke. What about the end user agreement? They still have a lot of craft and stuff in the end user license that I've been seeing. I mean this with all of the love in my heart. I got 4 hours of sleep and cannot sleep because I have a job. You have no hours of sleep for no reason. Go to bed, please. You cannot kill yourself for funnies, not if you're not getting paid. You could just ask me to go to bed. I respond better to simple and positive reinforcement. Please go to bed, beautiful. Yes, sir. Good night. Good night. The most valid reason to ask somebody to go to bed. I never noticed that. After making the donation, the bell home is like right there. That's actually kind of sick. The bell home is in the background when you make the donation. Neither did I. That's actually... How do we get time passes out? It's time. Where can go, what can, or to have time. I guess we could go to Flea Caravan. Get the Flea Caravan thing. Why not? I don't know, I sure didn't read it. I probably wouldn't have read it either, in all honesty. But, I've been seeing a lot of videos crop up about it. And it's got a lot of really concerned things in it, according to people videos about it. If I had the time and the energy, I would go find it and read it myself to verify. But I'm constantly dying, so... My Discord tag? Not an exaggeration. Drowning in academia.
Kushka Mikli.
Kushka Mikli.
Barishkava. Yanaga. Boshke. Kumta. Bosh. Kushka Mikli.
Tool pouch expanded. Very nice.
Bosh. Kumta. Bosh.
Okay. I love you too. If early access does continue with the direction the game is already going in, I really believe this game will surpass the original. It just needs one thing. Make Dash base kit. I feel like that is a reasonable request, honestly. Discord profile description, getting my shit rocked daily. What even is yours? Oh, getting my shit rocked in daily, this time by Celeste. That's pretty good. Mine is just literally drowning in academia. It's been that for like a year and a half, and it's still true. The world of academia is like higher education right now is awful. Like I cannot possibly recommend that people go elsewhere.
Modella. Finel ula socia.
Buenera.
Finel pinek ula socia.
Me ofende?
Dera.
Like once upon a time, in all honesty, when I started my journey in academia, I would have recommended that other people also embark in higher education post high school. I no longer think that that's the case. I no longer think that I can say that with a good conscience. Higher level education no longer guarantees you a job in the field that you study. Even like postgraduate degrees do not guarantee you a job post graduation. Like I'm currently in communication with like 3 different recruiters, and that's only because my wife and I optimized my LinkedIn profile for AI. We optimized the profile and my resume and all of my job application, everything, to be as appealing as possible for an AI to screen it to get me through the AI filter and talking to an actual person. Before that, I wasn't getting reached out to at all. I was getting auto-filtered like 2 days post-application, if that. And I'm getting a PhD in aerospace engineering. You would think that that would like basically guarantee you a job with a corporation or NASA or somebody, but it doesn't. It literally doesn't. Okay. Now we get to go hunting all of the stuff. Yeah, 22 hours is massive for an early access game. And they said that they've got, what, 2 to 3 years of development left before the game releases? Like, estimated 2 to 3 years.
Caspin? Buenera.
I saw a review from a YouTuber, and the review from the YouTuber discussed her discussion with a bunch of players for Discord, and she was talking about how one person did like not necessarily a speed run, but they streamlined and beelined for story content with a fresh playthrough. So like first playthrough, they focused purely on the story. Anytime that they could advance the story, they took the opportunity to advance the story. And they just continued along like that the entire time. And their playthrough was like 14, 15. Something like where is she? Isn't she supposed to be in the Moss Mother Arena? Gibbs. There she is. And then somebody else tried to like 100% it, and it was a 60-hour playthrough. On like a first run, no prior knowledge, 60 hours to 100% from scratch. That's nuts. That's huge for early access.
That's fine.
Alright, time to plunge ourselves into darkness.
Mi offende?
I think the longest early access game that I ever played was Satisfactory, honestly. And that was less because it was early access and more because it's just a factory game and I always take my time. And my first playthrough of like update 3 of Satisfactory was 120 hours. My first playthrough of 1.0 was about the same, but that's because I knew what to do already. If it had been like a very fresh playthrough, it probably would have been in the 250. Similar to my very first Factorio run that I actually finished, was like basically 200. I think it was closer to the 200 than it was to the but still a long time. Hello, buddy. I forgot to even mention about the intentionality. Every tool has a place and a purpose. No, that was not the case in the first game. Yeah, Pathfinder, nobody used. Even the propulsion cannon is really only used in like 2 places. The stasis rifle is kind of like a QOL, get out of Leviathan. Let's eat, Grandma. No commas. But this time intentional. That was really good timing on that, actually. Damn. Well, I didn't mean to. I thought I got hit there. I probably should have gotten hit. That was a sick beat, I was just thinking that too. I think I used the Pathfinder a little bit in Below Zero, just because I didn't know the map very well. And I wasn't looking up guides like I did when I played Subnautica for the first time. Love this move. Yep. Dead. I am sending Grandma to the void. No, I'm sending her to the void.
Oh, there's
Yeah, I'm sending her to her void. Your Applebee's indeed. Lace, no, you've doomed us all! Yeah, she literally saving Lace is the only reason why Grandmother Silk did not succumb to the void. She had just enough will to save Lace, to fight the void back, to save Lace. If she didn't have that incentive, she wouldn't have. She would have just succumbed. Like hanged and English is stupid. Every tool is used frequently. Doesn't that take up a lot of inventory space, though? That was like my least favorite part in the first game, was how much space the tools took up. And I've seen the inventory size. It's smaller. If I didn't use them, it was because skill issue and you didn't take the time to learn. Multi-slot items don't exist anymore. Okay, so that kind of helps. Because the Seamoth taking up, or not Seamoth, the Sea Glide taking up 6 inventory slots? Ugh, sometimes it genuinely wasn't worth it. It was really only worth it in the deeper biomes that the Seamoth couldn't go to. But if you were going somewhere above 900 meter depth, it was worth it to just Sea Glide and then Ultra Glide fins. Because that's how much space it took up if you were going on resource run. It didn't make sense. If you were like Cyclops prawn suiting, Sea Glide kind of made sense again. Because those things are so slow, you want to put them in the center of the biome and then go on Sea Glide elsewhere. I'm on you, Spring. I'm questionable about that statistics. Do you mean 90% of murders are committed by men? Because I doubt that 90% of men commit. I would believe that 52% of murderers play a video game. Because a lot of people. Tools in your slots don't take inventory. No, the original very much does not work like that. The original, it does in fact take up inventory and then you put it into your hotbar slots. I don't think that it's a mod because it was day 1. But I saw a bunch of people having more than 5 inventory slots, like more than 5 hotbar slots. So I'm curious about how that works. All right, so let's go beat the shit out of Bell Eater. That's kind of first order of business. Fast travel. Essentially, we're beelining it for Silksong. And then post Silksong, we have some other. The drill is gone. I kind of like prawn suit drilling. I know I am very unpopular in that sentiment. But I kind of liked it. Damn. It got really annoying if I needed, like, mass quantities of a drillable ore. Bonk. Yeah, being able to just rapid fire them would probably be more convenient. "90% doesn't refer to humanity. It refers to people arrested for murder and manslaughter." Okay, so 90% of murders are committed by men. Let's see. Gonna be your fault.
Oh.
Okay. So good to me, you guys. Lobster too buttery moment. I knew that was gonna happen. At least this time I'm actually gonna have full health to start that fight. Well, I did in fact speak too soon. I do tend to do that, don't I? Well, time to lock the fuck in. No, why was I facing the wrong way? Whatever, I got it. Liked the big drill for tension. Problem was, it was the only vehicle that had the least tension in it. I mean, there was a whole speech about how piloting the prawn suit will make you feel powerful, and it takes, like, immense training to overcome that feeling, and, you know, yada 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 yada. I only believe you're not a murderer if you transition, then the odds are in your favor. The perfect crime right under my nose. I will forever be a straight white man. What a concept. Rare breed. Very rare breed. I wouldn't say a dying breed, but a very rare breed for sure. Propulsion cannon is useless. Propulsion cannon is now the parry tool. That's also the replacement for the drill, isn't it? The cannon that you just kind of blast shit with. I feel like that's right. Parry to masimane. Babi deep bop boop bop beep.
Nesvir, Benventra. Sacradela. Miofene.
Merge a lot of items into one, which I like. Yeah, merging items, kinda sick. Aw, shit, I always forgot about that. Okay, well, which way do we want to go? Well, first of all, we actually need to switch our crest. Takes off tools too. Dumb. That's plus comp. Honestly, I think we just go straight down through here. Oh no, that's not Jubilana, that's just the Voltborn. Ugh. Laser Cutter was annoying. That I will always agree. Laser Cutter was annoying. Sitting there just for like an hour, it felt like most of the time. Awful. Alright. A boss fight that I'm not very experienced with because this will be like my second time beating them. Ow. Damn. I gotta lock the fuck in. What am I doing? That sucks. I did not think that I was in that radius. Okay, so that boss fight kind of sucks. I don't remember this sucking so bad. Maybe I'm getting too greedy. Thought I could hit those, I guess not. I walked into it. Bum, 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 bum. Woohoo! Ugh. Okay, well that entirely breaks my logic on that attack. Damn. I'm fucked. I didn't get out of the way quick enough. Hold on. That sucks. Why? It went the... It's not supposed to go the same way twice in a row. The only explanation I have for that is that the cogflies hit it. That sucks. There's an enemy with the name Mango? What does that even mean? Are you friend? Opens mouth. You have snap teeth. You are not friend. Hate this boss. Okay guys, I changed my mind. It's not the Unraveled, it's fucking Bell Eater. At least in the second phase, I actually have fucking room! The enemy was friend? Friend with snap teeth? Interesting. Nice, we did it. Good job, BB. Good job, Belby.
Ada.
I still love that the Beastling call is the Bell Beast theme song. And it's how you call her baby. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Okay. Objective completed. Now where are we going? Confront the caretaker and his family in the ruin. Bonk. My current feelings, I am cautiously optimistic. Everybody that I've watched videos on, apart from the end user license agreement controversy, has liked everything that they see so far, which makes me very much cautiously optimistic. I would love to just be optimistic. I really would. But I'm so nervous that some sort of the fallout from Crafton or some sort of other issue is gonna arise and it's gonna be an unintentional rug pull. I don't necessarily think that it's gonna be an intentional one, but unintentional, maybe. Yellow snail shark.
Vienta.
Buenita.
Fine. Goro captain. Hironara. Yanara. Oh, alero. Tamiyan.
Alright. Now what? The dark below. Find 8. Alright, let's go get the diving bell, and then once we descend into the abyss, we will call it a day at that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we at Crafton are sending a heat-seeking missile to the house of everybody that bought Subnautica 2 and helped the dev team get their $200 million pay. Whatever. Shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Go. That got a little hairy for my liking. Good. Yes, yes.
Cadestre. That's fine.
Hello, Ballo. If I'm not wrong, wouldn't they already hit as the game had 1 mil sales day one? I think so. I think they've already hit that goal. Just the silk shots. Fine, I'm not actually purchasing the silk shot. Not here. And this is why we did this shit in Act 2. Hello, Ballo? Yeah, I can just imagine the Rappin' CEO with the case of cash just hang out. But the reason why I'm so concerned about the end-user license agreement still having Crafton stuff in it is the fact that Unknown Worlds has published independently. So, if they're independent now, and they've severed ties with Crafton, why does Crafton still have a role in the end-user license agreement? Why does Crafton still have the ability to, you know, revoke game access? Which, I mean, that's the standard, you own a license to the game, not the game itself, blah blah blah, you'll own nothing and be happy bullshit, which is awful, in my opinion. I'd like to return to physical media. Yeah, it's anti-American. You've only got 5 left? 47 out of the 53 character roster. It's fucking crazy supreme. Okay, so we are here in the Abyss. Have obviously a map. And there's a bit for us to do. And because it happens, I've gotta go now. We finally made it to Act 3. We are like 12 and a bit hours in, so I honestly think that we should be able to wrap up 100% in less than 20, which would be pretty nice. I was hoping to do it in less than 15, but I think I'm okay with less than 20. The achievement is for less than 30, so that's more than fine. We only have 4 achievements left. One of them is 100% in under 3 hours. One of them is beat 5. That's save on the far right, where I'm stuck at the High Hall Gauntlet. And then beat Steel Soul and 100% Steel Soul. Those are honestly probably going to be ones that I do off stream, just because that'll be a good to wrap up, I think. Once we get the speedrun ones, will be a good place to wrap up. And I will throw at least one Celeste in there as well, and we'll see how that ends up going. So, Act 3 time, next time, for more fun. Yeah. That'll be great. It will be great. Where's a good one? That's a good song then. That'll be good. Don't know if the Unknown World CEO did, but if I were him, I would be smug as fuck. Yeah, I've got good news. Take your money and get the funk out. Sorry. Please politely leave my office. Please. End thing. Yeah, I figured I would catch up before getting out of here for the day. I will say, like, final thoughts on Subnautica 2 from my end as it appears right now. I'm glad that they were able to push early access out and get that bonus and overcome the bullshittery that was all of the whole situation crafted. I'm really glad that everybody's loving it so far. I think that it is reasonably priced at $30. And being the music guy, I really, really appreciate that they brought Ben Prunty back from Below Zero, because I genuinely think that one of the best parts of Subnautica Below Zero was the music. And I know it wasn't Simon Chilinsky or whatever however you say his name. from the first game because there was some like social controversy there that the team didn't really mesh with. He had great music for Subnautica. I was really happy with it. Below Zero, I think, was as good, if not better, music-wise, than Subnautica. Especially just with the gradualness of the cues, the musical cues. There were a few musical cues in Subnautica where the track would start and there was just this giant pang. And that kind of was stupid. And I didn't really like that. I get the effect, and it was great the first, like, 3 times it happened, and then after that it was really... I really liked Below Zero's music a lot better. So I'm really glad that they brought Ben Prunty back into the fold for Subnautica 2. And from the soundtracks I've listened to thus far, he did a fantastic job, yet again. So, bravo in that regard. I'm just simply cautiously optimistic. And the fact that 1.0 release is 2 to 3 years away, and that their current early access roadmap doesn't really have dates. It just has 2026, May 14th, and then early access 1.1 is purely QOL. Early access 1.2 is co-op centric, and then everything else, like new biomes, new creatures, new resources, new tools, new vehicle, new chapter of the story, is all just labeled future. It makes me a little bit concerned, in all honesty. Dynamic changing music sounds awesome. Some games do that really well. Other games don't do that quite as well. I can't really think of any examples off the top of my head, but I've seen some dynamic music that's bad, and some dynamic music. The music is an integral part of the overall gameplay as an audio cue, and it's so fucking good. See, that's great. Having the music be the cue instead of bong, then music is a lot better. So, with all of that said, and my 2 cents deposited, worth more like 10 at this point, but who am I kidding? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Sorry you just got here right at the end, Angela, but I hope that you're having a good night, and I hope that you continue to have a good night. But I'm going to wrap up at this point. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, evidizian, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This stream is in the bag, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully with minimal delays. Later, y'all.